Hello guys, welcome back to Gash Football. Is our live watch along for Tottenham against Arsenal, big North London derby clash in the race for the Champions League places at the end of the season. I'm joined by Lou today, who's a big Arsenal fan, and if you're new around here, subscribe to Gash Football if you're new for more watch alongs, vlogs, and other football content, and let us know your thoughts on the game, your predictions, and your thoughts during the game in the live chat. It'd be great to read those throughout. So, Lou, thanks for joining, mate. So, obviously, as I said, big Arsenal fan, and it's a big clash, mate. Obviously, away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Arsenal 4 points clear, but it's if you guys can win or if you get a draw, it's going to be a long way to secure Champions League qualification, which I don't feel any fan would have said at the start of the season.
I thought I would have. I think when we did some season prediction stuff in recent years, if we'd have predicted that there was a chance that we'd get a Champions League place, I would have laughed in the face. So the fact that we're here is really cool. But both teams haven't been on their best runs of forms as of late, have they? So it's kind of like, at least from an Arsenal perspective, the games where we were expected to win, we lost, and then we had a run where we beat some of the better teams in the league, and so hopefully that's given us confidence. But with Arsenal, you never know. So I'm cautiously optimistic and hoping for the best. Yeah. But you never know with these games; anything can happen, can't it?
Well, I think especially but it's a cliche that's often said that form goes out the window. But I think it is in this case because Arsenal they've won 4 games in a row, but that means nothing because. Both teams have shown inconsistent performance. Why they haven't secured Champions League sort of qualification or a lot already. I think Arsenal went on a great run, and you thought they were going to canter towards 4th place, and then they lost to Brighton at home, and I think Crystal Palace away. Do you know what I mean? So and Tottenham have been a seesaw of inconsistency, but I think if you're asking a Tottenham fan, would they have taken this? At the start of the season, when they really struggled under obviously Nuno Espirito Santo, he got the sack, and Antonio Conte's done a really good job. So I think that any of those fans would have taken this position going into the last couple of games. I mean, just looking at the table, and Arsenal are 4th at the moment, 66 points, and Tottenham placed below in 5th, 35 games, but both teams have played, and Arsenal with the 4-point advantage. But I mean. It's a real 6 point. I mean, obviously this game has been played now because it got postponed a couple of months ago, wasn't it? In controversial circumstances. But I mean, let's go for the lineup. So we'll start with Tottenham, the home side. So they're playing a wing-back system. Obviously, Antonio Conte's preferred style. So Hugo Lloris obviously in goal. Davinson Sanchez is in because Romero is not in the squad. He's injured. Sanchez, Dyer. Ben Davis, and the wing backs are Emerson Royale and Ryan Sessegnon, then holding 2 of Bentancur and Højbjerg, and then the fabulous front 3 of Kulusevski's son and Harry Kane. So, and the visitors Arsenal, we've got Ramsdale in goal, Cedric, Holding keeps his place, Gabriel and Tomiyasu who's playing on the left today, El Neni and Xhaka holding, and you've got in the middle of the park, rather. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and the man banging form, Eddie and Nketiah. What do you make of Arsenal's lineup, mate?
Yeah, I'm actually quite pleasantly pleased with that. I think it's a nice balance, and I think everyone's earned their spots recently. Like Xhaka, I mean, like you saw some of his performances in the last couple of games, playing well. El Neni's been really good. Sorry, excuse me. And they're not players that typically you might say would be your desired types of midfielders. You know what I mean? Like especially some of the history and stuff, but they've been really good, really earned their spots. Eddie has been really good lately and really earned his place. To be honest with you, I've never, not to be impolite, but he's never really been my favourite Arsenal striker, as I'm sure most Arsenal fans would say. But fair play to him. He's been given an opportunity and he's taken it and he's doing the business. So good luck to him. You know what I mean? I really hope it sort of gives him the chance, and if he does something in this game, then he's going to immortalise himself to Arsenal fans for a long time, wouldn't he? Do you imagine if it's Eddie that gets a winning goal that gives us an even better chance at a Champions League spot? It'd be like poetry, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's obviously out of contract, and you never know if he scores tonight, and maybe he gets another one, because he might, look like he's going to leave, but he might decide that he wants to stay. But we'll obviously see how it goes. And I think from a Tottenham point of view, I think it's a blow that Romero is not fit. I think he's played pretty well this season, but and this replacement Davinson Sanchez is so erratic. He could be amazing and equally as shit in the same in the same minute. Probably, yeah.
I'm sure he gave him a beast in one of the documentary thing on Amazon.
Probably. So that's something that might be an area where Arsenal might try and exploit. Obviously, with Martinelli playing out there as well.
Yeah.
Tomiyasu likes to get forward as well, so that might be an area for Arsenal to exploit.
I feel like we've got. I mean, from obviously the great thing is you're being the counterpoint today as well, the balance, the anchor, if you like. But I think we've definitely got the best defense we've had in years. Like in terms of going into a game like this, I'm way more confident from a defensive perspective going into this game than I would have been in previous times we met in like recent seasons, if you know what I mean. Like, and they're starting to look
better than Man United's defence.
Well, exactly. Yeah,
that's not so much, is it?
No, exactly. No, but I think Rob Holding's been brilliant recently. He's really earned his place, done really well. And I mean, to displace Ben White as well, you know.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's done pretty well, Holding.
I mean, you've obviously watched Spurs against West Ham this season. I mean, what do you think? I know obviously it's based on form, this sort of question, but I mean, you know, what's your assessment of Spurs so far? I mean, what do you think of their kind of chances going forward in this game?
Yeah,
having been to watch them, you've seen, you know.
Yeah, well, really good question, mate. I've seen them Tottenham at their best and their absolute worst. I mean, at the start of the season, you know, West Ham, we beat them 1-0 when Nuno was in charge, and they were a shadow of the side that they have been recently. I mean, I saw them manage to get a ticket for the away game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and all the chat before I get to the game, all the chat about how brilliant the stadium is. That is so true. I have to say it through gritted teeth, and obviously, being a West Ham fan, but like it's a brilliant stadium, really good view. Even in the lower tier where I was sitting, it was really good view. All the hype about the stadium is so bang on. But and Tottenham that day they played really well. The biggest 3-1, and that front three of Harry Kane's son and Kulusevski, their January signing, they linked very well, and I think obviously on Saturday they drew really well. Got a really good point against Liverpool.
It's hard to do,
which is obviously the form Liverpool have been in, and but I think I didn't manage to catch the game, but like from what I saw in the highlights and the match reports and things like that, I think Tottenham were more than justified. I think Tottenham have definitely improved as the season has gone on, but I think they've got every chance. I mean, it probably works out for Spurs where like they know what they've got to do tonight. Obviously they're at home, but if it's going to be interesting to see how Arsenal play, because if they win, they're pretty much secured fourth place or Champions League qualification. But do they stick or twist? I mean, then again, playing away from home actually might suit Arsenal, and then obviously Tottenham playing at home, front of their home stadium, under the lights at the newish stadium, it might suit them as well. But I just hope it's a good game, because they're generally the North London derby's been pretty good, I'd say. Not like obviously not the classics of yesteryear, but like they've been quite fiery at times, and obviously Antonio Conte is quite fiery, and Arteta fucking gives it a go on the touchline. So there might be a bit of needle there, but the quality, especially from the front three of Tottenham. And we've got Odegaard, who's been great form, Saka, and as we mentioned, and Nketiah as well. So both like attacking lineups look quite tasty. They just sat at the back really, but makes it more exciting for goals if you're more likely to get mistakes.
I think for us it'll be a good test to see, because obviously a lot of the things they were talking about for Arsenal when Arteta came in and stuff, and obviously we've had ups and downs the whole time, but a lot of the things they were talking about was obviously trying to change the mentality, change the culture around the club and stuff. So I feel like for us, a game like this, where there is pressure on for a top four finish against a big rival, where in a hostile atmosphere, especially it means so much to the Spurs fans as well. Can we keep cool? Can we perform well? Can we do you know what I mean? Like the big teams do when they go away. That they play their brand of football. They don't get intimidated. They do it, and I think that's where we've lacked in recent years. Well, probably the last 10 years. Do you know what I mean? Like lacking that steel when it matters in tough games, like big clubs do. So I think stuff like this will be a good test to see where we're at. And see if we can do it.
Yeah, exactly, and see where both sides are at as well. I mean, this game really reminds me of this has gone about a while now, when this is if it's Man City, it was against Tottenham as well at the Etihad when I think it was the first time Tottenham qualified for the Champions League. It was Harry Redknapp in charge. It was that game where I'm pretty sure Peter Crouch scored the winner.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to think when it was 2010.
Well, must be
2010 era. I'm gonna guess. But this is before City won the league for the first time in 2012. So it was a couple of seasons before that. I think it was.
Yeah.
It just got that. That was like a 4th, 5th place sort of playoff like tonight is, and this has got a similar sort of ring to it, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
As the players are coming out.
I mean, it looks a bit like a Champions League game, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know it's funny, but the way the camera angles, the crowd with all that stand with all the.
Well, I mean, these are the games that Tottenham they moved to this stadium before. When they're sort of their cop style. Stand, which today was to do and all that. But let's go to the chat. Cheers, James, who 20 Zone TV. If sub to these guys, any West Ham fans, really good content. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, all right. Well, as the players are out, they're going to go through the lineups in there. What's your score prediction?
I think 2-2.
Yeah, Desmond.
Yeah, Desmond 2-2. Yeah, yeah. I've got a feeling. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't want to be wrong, but that's my gut. I think there'll be a couple.
I think it'd take it. Obviously, I think it's for Arsenal. They must not lose.
Yeah. I just hope we go out there and try to win. I hope we don't try and shithouse Mourinho. I think before we come here, before we went live, I just had a watch of Mikel Arteta's pre-match interview with Jeff Shreves, and like he was saying, we're here to play to win. Fantastic. That's what you want to hear, isn't it?
But whether they'll obviously go and do that, we'll find out. But I just hope it's a good game, which I'm sure it will be.
I definitely hope so. So who have they got on the bench? Spurs have got.
They've got Winks. I think Bergwijn. I think Lucas Moura's on the bench for. It could come to the bench for both sides because they're both fairly strong. I mean, Tottenham got Winks, Rodon is the centre back, Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, a couple of youngsters in Arsenal. When they got Ben White to shore it up, Lacazette, Smith Rowe, Pepe, Samuel Lokonga's with Tavares, not to play left back, surely not after this shocker against Palace. He got subbed at half time, didn't he?
Yeah, a couple of times now.
Terrible. So, Odegaard, not really somebody who dies a leader from, but I think by the sound of what I've read and by the way he's played, his feet's led the side really well.
Did the Athletic have an article on him as well?
I think they did.
I vaguely remember because I was always really surprised when because I think he's like one of the youngest captains ever because he's captain of Norway as well. I know he's obviously the star player and it sort of happens a little bit, but.
Haaland might have something to say about the star player.
Yeah. But
one of them, anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like one of the names that you would recognise from that national team globally.
Definitely.
But it seems like he's really, really taken to the role, and he's clearly stepped into it.
No, definitely right. So I totally agree. Right, about to get underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur. Here, as if we're there.
Yeah, here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
They need to get a green skull on Mark Goldbridge. We're about to get underway. Obviously as a West Ham fan, but proper neutral in this. But it's I've always enjoyed these North London derby, even when both teams have been absolutely woeful around mid-table. I've always enjoyed these games because they bring out the best and worst in terms of discipline in terms of the players.
What do you think about Granit Xhaka in this game?
Well, he's got to keep his head. He in terms of that's probably why you mentioned.
That's what it's like. Yeah.
Well, I think
he's notorious for losing his head.
Well, I mean, I think I haven't been a huge fan of him, but I think as Arsenal fans probably agree. Like, if he's out the side, there's something missing about Arsenal midfield, especially when Partey's obviously injured quite a lot, and he's injured tonight, that's why he's not playing. And Elneny is a decent replacement. Oh my God, look how Ramsdale's up the pitch, so we're underway.
Sweeper keeper.
Yeah, that's the definition of it. Nice early touch for Nketiah there. So, that's a nice, easy one for the Lino to give. It's his first foul. But I think, what do you make of Nketiah? I mean, obviously, Lacazette's on the bench. He has Lacazette, and his contract's up. I think his days as a top forward are pretty much done, I'd say. So, should Arsenal have tried to get a forward in? I know he's done it well in Nketiah last few games, but did they make a mistake and then Aubameyang go so early? Should they let him go in the summer, maybe?
Yeah, it's a really good question. It's a really difficult question, isn't it? Because there's so many what ifs, as with a lot of things. But the thing is, when we did let him go, and obviously for whatever was going on behind the scenes that we didn't see.
Oh, what a run by Martinelli! We'll come back to that. That was well headed away by Dyer.
Oh, Spurs.
Yeah, carry on, mate.
Yeah, in the immediate aftermath of him going, our form went through the roof and we started playing really, really well.
Yeah, it's true. They seemed to be vindicated,
So it seemed like, on face value, it was a good decision for whatever the club were trying to achieve. I desperately wanted a striker, and especially with all the faffing around with Lukovic and all that kind of stuff. And isn't it? What's going on? And he doesn't want to come in. It sort of almost went back a little bit to that typical Arsenal thing of yesteryears. Oh, we could have got this person, could have got that person. Didn't
Lickman names left, right, centre.
Exactly, but. And then Lacazette obviously sort of.
What a ball by Odegaard. Come back to that. It's Nketiah. Challenge comes in. If it's Dyer won the ball there. Yeah, if he did, that's a brilliant challenge. I'm sure it'd be looked at, but on live.
Yep.
I think he got the ball there. He had to time it well. Obviously, you can't make challenges in the box nowadays.
No.
Fuck me. What I mean, we just talk about Odegaard. That little sideways pass. And Nketiah with a good touch takes it in the box.
Oh, it was a great dive. Ridiculous. There was no contact at all. It was outstanding. That was.
What was it that Ryan says? Tom Daly would be proud of that one.
That was magnificent. That was.
Yeah.
But so I think Lacazette stood up. It sort of stepped up in Aubameyang's absence, but then he sort of dipped, like you said.
Bill. Hasn't scored the goals though, mate.
No, he hasn't. No.
Just hasn't. I mean, like if it weren't for Odegaard, Smith Rowe,
Saka,
and Martinelli, I mean, it's been Arsenal's attacking midfielders on number 10s rather than their number 9s, apart from Nketiah in recent games.
No, you're absolutely right. And so, but fair play to Nketiah. Whatever you say, whatever you thought of it, he's done himself proud. So hopefully he comes up trumps tonight. Good on him. But I feel like it might be similar to like the whole Liverpool with Divock Origi sort of thing, where
possibly
wins you some games and stuff, but they're never really convinced enough to kind of make you the star player. Maybe turn up. So I don't know. I hope the best for him because
I think Nketiah is a
decent talent.
He is, and he's it's good to play for Saka. Odegaard takes a shot deflection, and it's in the end it was quite an easy save for Hugo Lloris.
But they're talking about Jesus, aren't they? And I mean, there's no comparison, is there? If you could get Gabriel Jesus or Eddie.
Yeah, no, it's a no-brainer getting Jesus in. Obviously, his quality and obviously he's pressing from the front. I think he's suit Arsenal 100%. But I think Nketiah is unlucky in this era because if he was around sort of when we started watching Premier League for late 90s, early 2000s, it's not very much York and Cole, Shearer and 90s Shearer and Sutton. Do you mean West Ham, Canio and Canute? Do you know what I mean? Front two, like more part of Heskey and Owen. Do you know what I mean? Those real partnerships. Whereas now, it's more like front threes now, isn't it? And single centre forward. So I think Nketiah, if he was playing in an era where it was 2 strikers up front, I think he would get a lot more game time. But it's just unfortunate of this kind of era, really. But I think he's done well. Don't get me wrong, but if he was playing in that sort of era, I think he'd get a lot more goals. Playing with a focal point. And
he's young still, isn't he? I mean, like you say, he might be one of those sort of anomalous players where they don't hit their stride to a certain age to start really coming into their own.
Not everyone's not everyone's a wonder. Can often shines bright at 17, 18 like Wayne Rooney or even younger in Rooney's case, but some people are late developers. Look at the strikers in this era: Benzema, Lewandowski, Jamie Vardy. They're well into their 30s and still incredible. What a ball that is, and it's scared Kulusevski's away.
Gabriel's battling for it.
Oh, is that a foul? Yeah. Gabriel's done really. Bit of needle. First flashpoint in there. Well, a bit of handbags, really nothing.
Yeah. I mean, from a Spurs perspective, Bill, from Son, Kane, Kulusevski, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, what as a neutral, what do you make of their attacking prowess recently? And
well, as I was saying just before the whistle, I think I haven't seen them live at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium when Tottenham beats 3-1 a couple of months ago. I mean, the movement of their front three is I'm saying it through gritted teeth is fantastic. The movement off the ball, and it's very, very fluid. And Kulusevski's settled as if he's played in this division for a number of years. And I'll tell you what, who doesn't really get headlines that much is Bentancur as well. him and Højbjerg have formed a really good partnership in the middle of the park, where they've been pretty weak actually. Tottenham, they've got like Harry Winks and Oliver Skip. I still don't know what the hype is about him, but from Bentancur's done well. But the front three, I mean, obviously, Harry Kane and Son have been there and done it for years. A terrific partnership. But Kulusevski, it's that other winger for Tottenham. They've had obviously Bale on loan, did okay, and they've had Bergwijn's been in and out. Do you know what I mean? They haven't had anyone who's had able to nail down that up. And Lucas Moura as well. Again, he's been in and out the side, so they haven't had. And the other winger to complement obviously Kane and Son, but in Kulusevski, I think they found the right bargain there.
To be honest, I don't know about you. I know you're quite on the pulse, Bill, but I'd never even heard of him.
No, I didn't. No. But I think because they weren't first teamers at Juventus, that's probably why.
Gotcha.
And there's always that worry about getting players from top clubs you're not playing, but in this case, I think, or in both cases, I think they've done well to get them.
Oh, that's
Kulusevski there. He wins the ball from Tomiyasu.
What was Tomiyasu doing there?
He's got to get it back. Well, he has got back, but Kulusevski's held him off there. It's Emerson Royale in support.
So there's a big gap there.
Ball comes in. It's well blocked. I think Xhaka's all the way over there.
He's got that fresh haircut, Bill, using his noggin.
I have to check actually if Kulusevski and Bentancur, I don't know if they're on loan or if one of them was. I can't remember what the deal was. I'll have to check that in a minute. Cross comes in. Oh Jesus! Gabriel should have left that for Ramsdale, but
that's the first bit of lack of communication there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, as a defender, I'd rather that than let the ball go in the fucking forwards behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cross comes in. Oh, it's Cedric just guided. Classic Gary Neville, Lee Dixon. Just got to put an arm across Sessignon. It was.
There's a nice bit of composure playing out there.
And it's done well there. Oh, great touch by Nketiah. He's done well to get out of that one.
It's a good game so far. A little bit of bite to it, a little bit of end to end.
Yeah, that's been pretty good.
Some promise.
Yeah, no. Well, a couple of efforts, but nothing too serious. No clear chance at the moment. But it's been nice tempo to it. Obviously, we got on mute, but I reckon the atmosphere is probably unreal if you're there. Yeah. Mitchell will be there, wouldn't he? So
yeah.
Xhaka with a cross in. It's cleared by Dyer.
I think that's the thing to watch out for, isn't it? A lot of the counter attacks off the back of if a ball in that final third is not good, and it comes off someone. That's it, especially with the pace that Spurs got, Son and stuff. Oh, he slipped.
Oh, Saka tries to shoot. He's absolutely slipped there. So kind of to 9 minutes, but good tempo. So, what a touch by Son. Takes it by Holding as if he's not there. And El Neni as well. He's through.
Tomiyasu's got to be aware.
Oh, Gabriel's done really well there. Oh, he tries to get the ball from him. Oh, he did win it.
He did. What? Cedric.
God, what good defended by Gabriel that was. He did the Van Dijk style where you don't rush into a challenge and let the player come to you.
Go on, Eddie.
No, it's really well.
A little bit. Eddie, you.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Nketiah tries a back heel and absolutely.
He messed that one up.
He nullified a counter attack, didn't he, by trying to be a bit too clever.
He messed that one up, Nketiah. But fortunately for him, the cross from I couldn't see. I don't know. It was Emerson Royale or whoever it was. It was went straight out of play.
Probably Sanchez.
Oh God, real. Just come up with Antonio Conte. His record against Arsenal isn't that great, actually. He's only won one game if that just come up.
Yeah, out of 8.
Against Arsenal. Obviously, did brilliantly as Chelsea manager, but not so much against the Gunners. Ramsdale takes the goal kick.
Oh, straight off of the head of Cedric.
Your best mate Cedric. What was it you said about him before? He can't make forward passes.
Yeah, he's so one-footed. So one-footed. He just kind of. Oh, Son's milking it.
Well, Son's gone down there. Was that from the challenge from Cedric? Oh, here we go. Sitting a replay.
Look, there's nothing. Look.
Oh, it's holding with the chat. Oh, it's the second one. Does he need to do the second one? Oh, he won the ball initially. Oh, there isn't much in it. Son doesn't make a meal out of things. I'm a fan of his, but fucking, just get on with the game,
mate.
I was gonna say a pun and get on with the game, Son.
He'd win an Oscar for that performance. It's embarrassing. He's like what a mid-20s bloke who just gets touched with a shin pad and he's rolling around. Just gets up.
Just get on with it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's the one thing that if you could eliminate from the modern game is all that ridiculousness.
Oh yeah. So as Roy Keane says, it's your job.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's a nice bit of pressing by Arsenal, actually.
Yeah, they've won the ball again.
Spurs got the ball back in their own third.
He's fine now after that. And it's him and Holding again, haven't it? Oh!
Hold your face, Rob. Hold your face, Rob.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Rob Holding with this sarcastic smile.
Yeah.
The son's not happy about that one.
God. Cedric just tried to get around Harry Kane. He's about 8 foot.
It's like, good luck with that.
Yeah. There was nothing in that at all. Like, Son was just, look, Son's up.
Both players fell to the floor. Holding didn't let him get up. And then pushed him off.
Mate, Holding's got that new hairline confidence.
Do you know what Ramsdale said after the West Ham game?
Yeah.
Robbie Savage, that was, wasn't it?
Oh, hey.
Anyway, after all that free kick on the halfway line, it's not a point ball, actually. Emerson Royale.
Emerson moderate.
Emerson's been pretty average, I got to say. It's back with Sanchez. Need to get Harry Kane in the game, Tottenham. I don't think he's barely touched it in this opening sort of 12 and a half minutes.
No.
He nearly did though. Great interception. Here he is.
The devil, Bill.
Cross comes in us. Deflection. I think Gabriel got the touch there. He's had a great start to this game, Gabriel.
Yeah, he's done well. He's played well. Played with confidence. I think this will be one of those games where it gets interesting when you get to the second half with tired legs and some of the counter attacks. Some silly challenges and stuff. Oh
yeah, 100%. Well, there's bound to be yellow cards, isn't there?
Yeah, so, exactly.
So it would be a great surprise if there's especially with what's at stake, Champions League qualification. If there's a few yellow cards, maybe even a send off.
Yeah.
It's a good ball by Davis, and Son picks out deep.
Oh, closed down by Odegaard.
That's a good ball by Højbjerg, I think it was.
Yeah, good ball out to the wing.
Yeah, so Davison Sanchez is in for Romero. He's injured. As I said earlier, I think Sanchez is so frustrating, but can be brilliant in the same 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? He can make a brilliant challenge and then fall over. Do you know what I mean?
So he'll get a goal in the 91st and concede a penalty in the 92nd.
Pretty much, mate. Yeah.
What do you think so far? What do you think Spurs have got to do to sort of get back in the game a little bit? Or not get back in the game, but maybe assert some authority on the game?
Just maybe just pass it a little bit quicker.
They're not pressing very much, are they? There's not much of a...
No, but I think when they've had the ball in the halfway, I think that everyone's setting too many touches. They're playing the right balls but eventually. They're allowing Arsenal to get into a shape, really.
Yeah.
Trying to need to play the ball in the channels to Kulusevski and Son, really. Get the Arsenal defence on the back foot, as it were.
Yeah.
But Arsenal don't have to. Tottenham have got to come out and do the running because Arsenal, they're 4 points clear. They don't need that. What challenge is about Sanchez? That was a great bit of play. Watch you do something shit in a minute's time.
Yeah, own goal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now it's Tottenham have got to have the ascendancy tonight. But, one goal could do it.
Yeah.
I forgot to give my prediction. So
what did you?
I'm gonna go with 1-1.
Yeah.
Both teams to cancel each other out.
You just hope someone's brave enough to take a risk.
Yeah, but as I say, it's got to be Tottenham that got to do that. Because they're the ones who've got to win tonight.
Oh, Tomiyasu. What a ball to Martinelli. Oh, he's...
Cross comes in. Oh, great challenge. I think it was Davis.
Yep.
Ben Davis, the left centre-back, he had to come across there.
Lovely ball in from Martinelli from the wing. But it looks like no one really called for it. No,
didn't look it. He did well there. Tommy Esser with a good ball playing at left back tonight. I've just come back for injury as well, hasn't
he? Yeah, he has. Yeah. Yeah. I think the one thing that we've done much better, just in general in recent games, is we've actually started playing through the middle for once.
Yeah.
We completely for a while just didn't put any balls through the middle, so everything was this sort of sideways, backwards, left, right, because you were always trying to play wing play, you know.
Yeah.
And I think we've been so much better recently at actually building up through the centre, and you know, you watch any good team.
Oh, that's a challenge.
Come on, that's a card. That is a card. There you go. That's the first booking of the game, Bill.
Yeah, there we go.
Davis.
Yeah, good battle with Davis and Saka down the right hand side. Yeah. Davis let the ball. Well, he tried to control it.
Saka got it. And
Saka got in behind him. Then eventually gets in front. That's not a foul.
No.
But it's the second one. This
challenge. Oh, he hooked his legs.
Yeah.
Tactical, Bill. Is that called tactical?
Yeah, I think Fernandinho would be proud of that one. It's a definite yellow card for Ben Davis, and chance for also putting some good quality. Right. Oh, Connor's doing his nut. Look at him.
That Ryan Mason.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'll never forget that graphic of the Carabao Cup final. Games managed.
None.
One.
Trophies, 38. Was that?
Pep Guardiola, like 800 games or whatever. Yeah. Ryan Mason won. Fucking hell. Anyway, free kicks about to come in from Odegaard. To be in swing with his left foot. Trying to put in a good delivery for Gabriel to get his nut on it. Or for Sanchez to get an own goal.
well, yeah, exactly.
Here you go. Free kick comes in. Oh, it's not great. It's not great. If it's Davis who gave the ball, who gave the free kick away, he's the one who hits it away.
Oh, that wasn't a good follow-up, whoever that was as well. No. That was a waste of a good opportunity there. Look, the Spurs are on the counter-attack then.
And just come up the graphic, Conte's got a yellow card as well.
Did he really?
Yeah. They just got booked. Well, you know, he was complaining, wasn't he?
Oh, right, yeah.
So I think he got a yellow in the end.
Wow. Yeah, it's a good opening 20 minutes, I think, so far. Enjoyable watch.
It's been decent, yeah. Just need those chances on goal, really. There have been a couple of efforts, but nothing where...
that was a good ball.
Oh, here we go. Could be a chance here.
Spurs are on here.
It's Benson Core, I think it is. Oh, good ball to Sessegnon, this left-hand side. Sessegnon, back post. That's well away. Gabriel. Fucking hell, how many times have we mentioned him tonight already?
Yes, rock.
Fucking man of the match so far.
Oh. Good
challenge by Sanchez. That's 2 in a row.
Elneny heads it back out.
There's Emerson Royal as well. Oh, here's Kane. He's drifted out to the right on this occasion.
He's not known for his pace, Harry Kane, is he?
No, but he is known for dropping deep. Drifted out wide on that occasion.
Good block by Saka there. Ben Davis and Saka as well. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Of Dyer.
Yeah.
Seems to be just playing Hall as a centre back now, Dyer.
Yeah. It seems to be like where a lot of people favour him, doesn't it?
I never really saw him as a centre back personally, but I thought he played better in midfield. But I think by the sound of it, from what I've seen of him, actually, I think it's just settled in one position, which is key for any player. Good header by on there. But I think of players back in the day, like we were very versatile. I remember Kieran Dyer.
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, good shout.
I think obviously a good player, Kieran Dyer, but I mean, he probably would have been even better if he actually fixed in one position as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, we know what happened when he was a youngster and stuff, but like, the sexual abuse and all that. But like, in terms of if he nailed down one position, I think that's why he didn't play for England. He was never a regular for England. I put it to help his calls either. Do you know what I mean? So I think Dyer's made and probably Conte's made it for him the right decision to keep one position. Ball comes in. Oh, it ends up assessing on this.
They put a penalty.
Oh, penalty.
What have they
given? He's giving a handball. I think the referee's giving his handball. Oh, dear. That was out of nothing.
What? They got to review that, surely.
Well, I think yeah.
How is that?
Yeah, the ball just come in. It went to the back post. I thought Kulusevski with a decent ball to the back stick.
Let's have a look. Is it come up his arm?
Let's have a look. Ball comes in.
There's no penalty. Where's the penalty there? Tell me where there is any sort of... Where, I don't get it. Where is any sort of... What are they reviewing? What are they trying to put for the foul on Son? Are they trying to say there's a foul? There's a foul.
Well, I was going to say there's no handball, so I don't know if it's for the challenge. Cedric, is it with the challenge?
What is going on? I'm sorry, that's an absolute disgrace. If the
Cedric's not happy.
How they must be reviewing that, surely.
Well, the check must be completed. Kane's got the ball on the spot.
That's an absolute disgrace. Like how I can't see. I know obviously you can say I'm biased, but I can't see what.
It must be for the It must be for the challenge.
That's a joke. It's an absolute. He didn't even.
Anyway, Harry Kane is going to take this penalty. He knows how to take spot kicks and all that for certain. What a key penalty this is.
Just a disgrace, mate. Absolute disgrace.
That's what you mean, mate. Takes the penalty. It's 1-0 Tottenham.
It's ridiculous. Absolute ridiculous. What the hell? That ref is an absolute mill.
Great penalty. Controversial circumstance. Let's have a look at some of the fees of BBC and all that. See what they're saying.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. That's a joke. That's an absolute joke.
I'm just going to read for Twitter as well. That'll be interesting. Just seen the replay. Got a lovely penalty by Harry Kane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, nice penalty. But yeah.
They're giving it.
If it was for the foul on Son.
Oh, come on. That's absolutely ridiculous. No, I just don't. I'm sorry, that's the softest penalty I've ever seen in my life. There's two players jumping for a ball and there's contact like they're going to do.
Here we go. They're showing it again. Oh, I think it was. Yeah, I think I think he went in the back. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, I can see live. I couldn't see it initially. I think by the signal the ref was giving, I thought it looked a handball he was giving it, but handball was clearly nowhere near it. But I think it is one of them. Back in the day, that's not a foul, but in today's football, unfortunately,
I don't see how you can make any contact with anyone. Then you might as well just let them have free headers.
Well, that's what a lot of fans are saying is non-contact sport, isn't it?
But it is.
So, but yeah, I can see why the refs giving it. They're the rules of IFAB and the associations. They're the ones who need to look at it.
I hope they check that, because if they didn't, that's a joke.
I'm sure they did, but obviously they sided with the ref.
No, look, and what? They're not going to give a free kick for that, are they? Look, fuck off. Ridiculous.
Who's that ref? I can't remember who he is. Paul Tierney, is it? Can't remember.
That's ridiculous, mate. Absolute joke.
Anyway, how do Arsenal respond?
Oh, that's the question. And we're going to get screwed over by that ref at every opportunity now. It's been proven. Just ridiculous.
I think Arsenal know that might actually help Arsenal in a way that they need to come out and they know what they've got to do now. Because it's right, even if they just get the one goal, get the equaliser, start the car, see you later.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At the start of the game, it's like one of them. Do we go for caution to win? Do we act cautious?
Yeah.
But Arsenal, I think, makes it more clearer in their mind what they've got to do now. Here's Martinelli. He's had a good start to this game. Plays it forward, cross, back post, and it's Luis drops it. Odegaard's got it.
Odegaard just penalty. We're going to say penalty for everything now. There's any sort of human contact. That's a penalty, Bill.
The second attempt.
Yeah.
Fucking Luis. It was a good ball.
He misjudged that, didn't he, Lloris?
He stretched for it, dropped it, ended up with Odegaard. I think it was
Davies?
No, Højbjerg, I think, got back and helped his mate out there. Cheers, Sam. All right, Lewis should be getting an early late kick. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'd be good. Now in Chelmsford.
Yeah, it's a late start, that one.
Yeah, always good there in Chelmsford. Golden fleece.
Yellow card for what?
Oh. Don't think the ref's going to be on a mini Arsenal fans' Christmas card list, mate. Holden with the yellow card. He has been coming. He's been walking on the yellow. Oh, it's his best mate's son again. That's the third challenge in the first 25 minutes.
Look, he's wearing him like a backpack.
Yeah, like gap year, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
He's touring Australia.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, and is chasing.
Balls play forward. I was watching some of the watch-alongs from or the highlights from. Remember when it was this game? Tottenham played Arsenal. I'll come back to that. Son, Kane takes the bus. Gabriel, Kane's got it. Kane. Oh, what a block by Tomiyasu. Emerson. Oh, he shoots it wide.
Emerson moderate.
Emerson shit. That was. Okay, no. And Arsenal gave that one away.
He's more like a Happy Meal than a Chicken Royale, isn't he?
Well, it was Cedric, your best mate, with a terrible ball down the line. Then Kane did well taking on Gabriel and Tomiyasu, but then Tomiyasu got back with a great block, and then
Cedric is becoming Alcarius.
Oh, well, what a statement that is! Kane nutmegged Gabriel and Tomiyasu with a great block, and then Emerson were absolutely shanked Lampard did it.
There's Jake Paul Light. Look.
Oh, God, yeah. It's not someone you want to look like.
No, exactly. Oh, there we go. We actually got a fair decision there from the officials.
Yeah, well, Tottenham have started to get, obviously, after that goal, a bit more confidence, but Arsenal, they're not helping themselves, but giving the ball away.
Yeah, we haven't been particularly clinical. This is just a game we cannot afford to lose.
And look at that as it stands. It stands 1 point in it with 2 to play, and Tottenham have got a better goal difference as well. But still, it's a long time to go in this game, yeah.
I think we need to go in the first half and start again, almost like 0-0 the second. I think it's going to be much harder.
Definitely, yeah. Crowd on your back.
Yeah, especially if it's 1-0 gets to the 80 minutes, they'll just park the bus.
Yeah,
they'll go full Mourinho.
Yeah, the pressure's on definitely, but still, I mean, you definitely don't want to go 2-0 down.
Oh, but that would be typical Arsenal. That's what I mean. That's what I say. We'll always lose the games that we shouldn't.
Oh, jeez, what a terrible ball by Dyer.
But there's no one really on. Look,
it is Odegaard. Bit of space.
There's nothing on for him, to be honest.
Shot comes in,
that
high or wide.
To me, sort of sums it up, doesn't it? Like there wasn't much movement ahead of Odegaard there, was it? Giving him many options.
Well, complete opposite. So when Arsenal gave it away, and Tottenham had that short counter attack and led with first of all the block shot from Kane and the shank from Emerson Royale, but yeah, Xhaka didn't really make the most. Well, Arsenal didn't make the most out of Xhaka. Just as John Watson would say, high, wide, and not so handsome.
Oh, it's another poor ball from what's his face?
Lloris.
Oh, Martinelli's flipping. Flipping.
Martinelli.
Oh, mate.
He was unlucky there.
Oh God, that was a bit of. I don't even know how you describe that exchange. It was chaotic, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Tomiyasu. What do you think of Lloris's delivery from the back this evening, Bill?
Well, it's a bit erratic, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look again, Bill.
That wasn't particularly good. His Bentancur.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Kane's look at space.
No.
Ball comes in. Good. Oh, Cedric.
Oh, what a player, Bill. Always said.
Best right back ever.
Best one in the league.
We had to do that one. Yeah. Gary Neville made a career out of helping your centre back out there.
Yeah.
He had to win it. Kane was going to get an effort. Yeah. He did really well there.
See, for me, and I'll be interested what you think as a neutral. These are the games where it will be interesting to see if players like Eddie can be the front man. Because this is where you need a big striker to get one chance and bury it.
Yeah.
And create opportunities for the other team. I'm not slagging him off and saying he hasn't done that. I just mean that's the sort of big players, isn't it? That's where you get your big strikers. Can they have one opportunity and can they do some magic with it?
Got to create the chances though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he hasn't had a shot on goal yet.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think he's had a single ball delivered to him, has he? Either, I don't think.
A little bit at the start of the game, but as Tottenham grew into it, obviously Arsenal have had less possession.
Crazy.
I mean, there was that ball that Odegaard played to Nketiah, and then he did that stupid dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we look better as a counter-attacking team in this game.
Oh, jeez, El Nenny's gave that one away. Kulusevski, Kane's done brilliantly. His son.
Silly. Oh, Odegaard's retrieved it.
Yeah, Odegaard's done well there. Helped his mates out there.
Some good one-touch football trying to get the ball out the back.
Sessegnon's done really well there.
Won that back. Yeah, just out-muscled Saka.
Well, he's had to fill in with Sessegnon's because, Jesus. I thought Emerson gave that one away there. Because I think Reguilon, I think he's injured or he's suspended, Reguilon. So Sessegnon's in his place.
Right.
Big game for someone like him as well, because he bought for big money from, I think, Fulham it was, but he's really ignited his Tottenham career. I think he's played a few games this season, so he's starting to show that form.
Oh my God! Phil, we just got sent off. Holding we just got sent off.
Oh, you're joking? So Holding?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, we said there was going to be a sending off. Oh dear, I was expecting one just after half hour.
No, Gabriel's lost his mind.
Okay, what was that? What was that one for? I mean, the first yellow, that was definite, but this one.
What was that about?
Fucking hell! Well, what a turn up in this game. Tottenham with the first goal.
Surely, mate, How is that a red card? It was a second yellow? Was it a
second yellow. Let's have a look.
Was it a yellow? It's not what.
Oh.
But then Son makes a meal of it as well because we know what he's like.
Let's have a look. This is the replay. Ball's over the top.
I don't know. He just stood in front of him, blocked him from.
I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure about
that. Was he going to get stretched off now, the prick?
I know it's those two yellows, but I think the ref's got to be certain of you're gonna send this player off now. But yeah, there we are. So,
it's ridiculous. There's no.
Anyway.
No, there we go. Yeah.
Ref needs to his first off. Yeah, nice one, Ryan.
Mate, the ref is a joke. He's screwed us over constantly tonight. Ridiculous. The game's a write-off now. That's it. It's done. We might as well just give up.
Right, well, thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks for watching. Live stream is done. I've now got to sit here for 60 minutes. If I was at home, Bill, the TV would be off now.
Wow, luckily around mine, mate.
Yeah, I can be in an extended 60 minutes.
Let's have a good. It's dying with the ball over the top. Oh, did he elbow him?
Yeah, but Son's like fucking small. It's like me running into your elbow, Bill. It's going to fucking happen, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll say it again. I mean, it's one of them. Did Holding? Did he put his? Or was it just the net?
I think he's just trying. Again, I know everyone will be like, you're biased because you're an Arsenal fan, but I don't see. Son is significantly smaller than Holding, and he runs at like normal height. His arms are up like you would to brace yourself for a body. And
true, yeah. So I think Bake-Off's in it.
I think I need Bake-Off at this point.
Oh, well, it's going to be a monumental effort for Arsenal for the rest of this game.
Well, look, it's over. I mean, there's no way now. You're down to 9 men.
9 men?
Oh, look, another one. This is absolutely ridiculous. What is this ref doing?
Saka and Højbjerg were going at it there.
What the actual F?
Let's see the replay.
He stood on. Look, so Højbjerg steps on Saka's flipping ligaments now, and that's it. And Saka's going to get red carded. You watch. Absolutely unbelievable. Now they're trying to bring Ben White on. Now they're going to take Eddie off and play with like a false 9 or some shit. Oh, mate.
I think Holding, I'm just ready for Twitter. Phil McNulty from BBC. Not great hold from Holding with a raised arm. Not sensible either when already in the yellow card. Yeah, and I think the ball was going way over the top as well. Did he really need to make a challenge?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not great. Not great defending. Ball comes in.
No, he should have left that.
Ramsdale should have got that one, or Tommy Ashley should have left it.
This is what we said. Everything that we said at the start of the game about when we were talking about, can you keep your nerve? Can you keep your steel? Can you do the things that you need to do in that? And we're proving we're not.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Ridiculous. Oh, man.
All right, corner's going to come in for Tottenham.
Watch it. Now, the ref's going to come and do a Maradona and put it in with his hand, and then he's going to send off Ramsdale with the privilege.
Oh, definitely, mate. Corner's going to come in.
Look at him. Look, he's got perfect run up as well. Look, gosh.
Header. Goal! And there he is, Harry Kane. Second goal. He loves scoring against Arsenal. He loves these North London derbies. But poor marking from an Arsenal point of view. It's the second phase. The header come in, and he was all on his own at the back post. He's never going to miss a chance like that. Spurs fans are absolutely loving it, and the Spurs players. 2-0 to Tottenham. What first half it's been for them. Corner comes in. It's just seen the replay. It's the first header. Fits from Benson Core, and then it's Kane's on his own.
Was he on the side as well?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
He was.
And then I don't know. It's Nketiah was at the back there. He fell asleep. And not going to miss any of those, Harry Kane. Diving header from a couple of yards out, and then Antonio Conte is absolutely loving life. Also, those Tottenham fans who were celebrating. There we are. 2-0 for 38, coming up to 38 minutes.
No, it's just a joke now. It's an absolute joke, mate. Now I think they're probably going to take Eddie because they're warming Ben White up. Oh, there's an upbill. Look.
Oh dear!
What happened?
This could be 3-0. Kudus FC cuts in.
He went down like a sack of shit there, the little fucking prick.
I feel like they gave one of those stupidly late offsides.
What's going on now? Is there another card or something going on?
The ref's having a chat with
I just don't get what is going on. Like everything has just gone to absolute crap.
It's Paul Tierney, the ref. Thought it was, yeah.
Does it say Spurs fan on his Twitter?
No, I think he's from Manchester. He's from Manchester, so I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Ryan Sterling is getting his wooden spoon out. It's like Spurs are playing West Ham too easy.
Just terrible.
Well, I can't really come back to that. Arsenal done the double over West Ham this season, so I can't really can't come back from that. But yeah, I mean, like,
there's no way back from this. It's just going to get worse. Look, I mean, look, now Tottenham actually playing like they want to win.
Yeah, and it's still can't believe that's it. I mean, I don't know what Holding made the ref make a decision now. He should just let Son go because I think the ball was going to end up probably with Ramsdale or whatever. We'll see the replay at half time, but just, no play. Ref. Oh no. What is he doing? If he's stopped the game because Odegaard's holding his face.
Good boy, Martin.
Just gonna scroll through Twitter quickly while there's an interesting tweet. This is from Josh Bunting, who covers Arsenal for Islington Gazette. He said, "What is Rob Holding doing? He struggled. That is so poor from him. Arsenal have lost the plot. Holding was walking a tightrope from minute one. It was like he was playing to get sent off. Absolutely ridiculous performance. And if I'm Arteta, I'm going in hard on him. Well, I wouldn't disagree with you there, Josh.
Yep. Just so poor from us. Yeah. It's what an insane.
Nice. Well, from an Arsenal point of view, mate, it's been I don't want to rub it in, but it's been a nightmare, isn't
it? We started off well at the start, and then it just went all crap. It started off with holding and doing that. Like, have you noticed a couple of games, like when we lose discipline, like this, we just fall apart. The other great one was Liverpool, when the minute you had Arteta and Klopp going at it in a little thing.
Yeah. Oh, they're in again. Tottenham is Harry Kane. Oh, great block. Gabriel, I think it was. He comes out the Sessegnon. Back post. Oh, they fell asleep. Oh, that must have Royale. Oh, what a chance that was. I don't know, was it Tommy S who fell asleep?
Got no idea. But we're going to be defended now for like the next 90 minutes, or the next 45 minutes, sorry.
Sessegnon with acres of space. Oh, it's Martinelli all the way back there. Oh, he got away with that one.
Oh, my God. If Emerson Moderate had a decent
it's on his left foot for him, unfortunately. Oh, hey, about this one, Lou. Cheers, Sam. Should we cancel the gig?
I'm going to cancel the rest of the gigs for the year. I'm going to need a 6-month morning period.
Oh, it's cancelled, Sam, I think.
Yeah.
Judging by this first.
Emotional distress. I can't perform tomorrow. Trauma. Emotional distress. Oh, mate.
I mean, penny for Arteta's fault. What do you do? What do you say at half time for this?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I'm sure they've probably got the right attitude and still want to win. But when you're at such a deficit with players, you can't really do anything, can you? You can't.
No.
You're playing a numbers game every time you're trying to build. You're outnumbered. Look, we're just going back. Look, and then he's gonna hoof it back up. Oh, actually, that was a good ball by Ramsdale. That was brilliant.
Oh, mate, what? Oh, I'll come back to Twitter in a minute. Oh, Saka, great run down the middle. Nketiah. Good effort. Was he going for the chip or was he going for a cross? Either way, Lloris had come with a good save.
To be fair, Eddie's got a fresh skin fade and he's up for it.
I think he went for goal there.
Yeah, good effort.
Good effort. First real save that Lloris had to make.
At least you can get Gabriel's noggin on it.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm loving this tweet from Tom Williams from the Times. Amongst other things, says Arsenal's very, very topical. Arsenal defence looking about as convincing as Rebecca Vardy's. Corner comes in. That's a terrible ball.
We had one opportunity and it's awful.
Near post special. I can head it away easily.
That was awful. One chance just to deliver a decent ball in. They didn't do that.
Well, especially with all 10 men, you're feeding off scraps, aren't you?
Yep.
So he's better than that, Saka. God, can Arsenal nick one before half time?
Oh God, no.
Gabriel clears out the pitch. Martinelli has got it. Good touch from Martinelli.
Yeah, go on, Gabby.
Cuts inside. Good pass.
Odegaard.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. All you have to do is get your foot around it properly.
Oh, he absolutely shanked that one. That was Shank LaBeouf, that was.
Oh, mate, that was the one opportunity.
God, they've been waiting for that all game. Arsenal. Just showing the yellow cards from holding again. The first one, I think there's no doubt about this one. If you're pardon the pun, he's holding Son there.
Yeah.
Did it a few times, and that's not the first foul event. And the second one, that is clear as day. The second one, he shoulder barged him in the face. The first replay, but that one with the zoom in angle, that's damning. But it makes it even more. Doesn't make it less stupid from holding. It's like, what are you doing?
But and it makes it worse because he's played so well recently. He's really done well, earned his spot.
Yeah, and then he does something
and he just does something so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Son have had a bit of noodle this whole half.
I mean, the thing is, that, look, you've got all we're doing now is we're getting pressed at the back in our own third. And you've got your midfielders like El Neni and Xhaka now playing as defence, like centre backs as well. Yeah, that's a big chance for Odegaard, though. Well, look, Gabby's got 4 players around him now. What is he going to do there other than try and get a corner out of it? There you go, good boy.
Still one there, Martin. He's been the bright spot for Arsenal in this first half, I'd say.
Come on, move it quicker. A bit of urgency. You can't. You need. Look, there's nothing on. Look, nothing on. Look, they're static. Come on. Look how many white shirts are around them.
Yeah, it's Tommy Asu all the way back there. It's Cedric. Crossing left-footed. Oh, there's no one there. Emerson Royal heads it away.
Oh, come on, Gabby.
Here's Martinelli. Oh, what a touch. Saka. Back post.
Oh, come on.
Well grabbed by Hugo Lloris, the skipper. 2 minutes of stoppage time. We've played one already.
Oh. So, Bill, as a neutral, where do you think both squads go from here after half time? I mean, it's pretty smooth sailing for Spurs, really, isn't it now?
Oh yeah, just don't do if you're Spurs. Don't do anything stupid. Don't give any.
Don't do a holding.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly, don't give any fouls away. Just don't let Arsenal back into it. Don't get anyone sent off. Yeah, just
common sense, Bill. What you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Didn't I say to you though? Anytime I watch an Arsenal game.
Oh, what a ball by Kane. Can Kulusevski keep it? And he does. Xhaka's next to him.
Oh, he's done him. And Xhaka just held him. He just hugged him. No, thanks, mate.
Oh, dear. Yeah, what was you saying? So you watched Arsenal?
Yeah, we just bottle it. I told you, didn't I say to you? Every time we watch us, we bottle it. Look, Arteta's like, mate, that contract I've just signed, tear it up. Tear it up.
Well, there'll be this chat of, should White have played instead?
No, but if Holding had been outstanding, then no one would have said a word.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just giving people an excuse to talk about something at half time, and they talk about it.
Well, speaking of half time, it is half time. So what a perfect start, perfect half for Spurs, 2-0 up at half time. And Arsenal, obviously a complete nightmare. They're 2-0 down. So, weirdly, plenty happened in that first half. Obviously, nothing happened as well. So, I mean, obviously, Rob Holding sent off for 2 yellows. I mean, I've seen the replay of both yellows now.
Yeah, it's probably
what do you make of it?
Shout, yeah. I mean, in this day and age, it's going to be reds, 2 yellows. Oh, mate, I don't know what do you say to that? It's just so stupid. It's so annoying because the opportunity. The thing is, when it's like a game like this, and it's an opportunity for it to have been a good game, it's now just going to be trash and us to vend it. I mean, not if you're a Spurs fan, but from an Arsenal perspective, it's now going to be trash because we're going to just be trying to sit back for God knows how long and soak up pressure and maybe get a counter attack. And you might as well just fold it in half time and just say, we're not coming back out the second half. But it's just everything about it is just so annoying. The performance, the manner, what's at stake. Now the race to the finish with 1 point in it and stuff. It's just everything about it. I just can't. You couldn't think of a.
Well, you couldn't write it worse for an Arsenal point of view to get a man sent off and be 2-0 down at half time. I mean, can't get much worse than that, can you?
No.
But it's there. It's also that's the thing. It makes it more frustrating where it's your own fault as well.
Yeah.
Because we had a similar thing with West Ham against Eintracht Frankfurt in the second leg.
Yeah.
Aaron Cresswell got sent off after 15-20 minutes, and you're playing catch up then.
Yep.
And could he have let the player go through? Did he need to make a foul as the last man? I don't think he did.
Yeah,
he didn't need to. So it's like it makes it more frustrating when it's your. I mean, if the ref makes a bad decision, it's like, okay, well then. But when it's especially with VAR now, they're pretty. You should bail them out. But when it's something like that, where there's just no complaint, especially when it's early on.
Yeah.
If Holding got sent off, it was 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. You'd be like, it's backs against the wall, but at least we're in the game.
It's 20 minutes at the start of the game.
Yeah.
It's just
after half hour. It's just against good play. But that space they're going to get Son, Kane, and then Kulusevski. I mean, there's going to be a field day from the second half.
Oh yeah, and you get 75 minutes when there's dead legs and stuff, and from all the running and all the rest of it, it's going to be a bloodbath now. But it's just, it's so frustrating because it's everything that we said about the start of the game about you measuring the benchmark, where we are, where we've progressed to, the attitude, the discipline, the things that we said that the big teams do when they go away. And obviously things happen for any team, like with your Liverpool, Man City, or, you have those moments where it all goes wrong. But
of course,
you just want to see the right level of attitude and stuff. And it's a thing that's run through Arsenal, the discipline side of things, consistently for a while, isn't it? It's not the first time we've spoken. Whether it's you or I or pundits or fans, it's not the first time people have had the discussion about.
Well, especially the amount of senders off. I mean, Gabriel's been sent off a couple of times. Xhaka always gets sent off, and then you got Holding there. It's just it's not great. Well, I will say, do you want to? I think you need something stronger than your non-alcoholic Heineken.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go on, I'll double up on that, Bill. Just fill it up with Jack Daniels.
Oh, God, yeah. I thought I got some Captain Morgan you can have.
I'll have the bottle, please, Bill.
Just drink from the bottle.
Can I stay here tonight? Let's sleep on your sofa. Jesus Christ. This has now turned into just a live stream of my misery. In front. Yeah, thanks, Bill, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll be interested to see what the pundits say now at halftime. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's a shame we can't play what they're going to say.
Yeah. I think hopefully they won't censor us if they're listening to Jamie Carragher. Actually, I don't want to hear him talk shit.
No, it's Jamie Redknapp, isn't it?
Jamie Redknapp, sorry, yeah. My brain has been fried, Bill, by the disappointment.
by the penalty and the 2 yellows and the fucking everything, mate.
Everything that could go wrong.
The poor marking for the second goal as well.
Oh, don't. The pain, the emotional distress, the turmoil I'm in right now, mate, is unreal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, who do Arsenal? I mean, how would you go about it? I mean, is it just a case of hold tight until half hour to go and then just lump the ball forward and try and get, or do you try and go all out to get an early goal back, or do you hold back for a better time? It's one of those catch-22, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because this could be 3-4-0.
That's the problem.
Quite comfortably, I think.
The problem is if you sit back and they're able to move the ball against a deficit of less players, it's very easy for them because they're not exerting any energy and they're just pinging it side to side. I think we need to just go at them and try and make them run and lose a little bit of energy. Do you know what I mean? Because you're at such a big disadvantage. All you can do is try to get them to sap some of their energy and stuff and lose some of the impetus. Because if you sit there for the next 45 minutes,
they're going to pick you off.
There's no point. You might as well go all out to win. But I think the only thing that we can do really is take off. It's not a nice thing, but take off Martinelli or Eddie or someone and bring on Ben White to have someone at the back and then use someone like Ødegaard or Saka who can score goals to be our only threat. Because we haven't really got many more opportunities now, have we? That's it. So I would probably take off the striker, bring on a centre-back that allows El Neni and Xhaka to push forward a bit more, take a bit more control in the middle, and then hopefully use Ødegaard and the wingers as essentially your strike force.
Or would it be worth taking one of the holding midfielders off?
Yeah, good shout. Could well do. Yeah. That's another good shout.
Just showing the replays of Holding's first yellow card and now the second one. I mean, live we're just seeing it there. Didn't look much, but the zoom. Oh my god, he nearly takes his face off.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to knock him out, you might as well do it so he can't play the rest of the game. You know what I mean? So silly.
And not long afterwards, the second goal, and the Markham's terrible. After the first phase, there's Benson call, I think it was, who got the header in. And unfortunately for Eddie, he was asleep. Kane just went around the back of him. Did what all great strikers do. Anticipate and talk about great strikers. Robbie Keane this year. What a player he was.
Yeah, absolute legend. We were lucky enough he was sort of the striker in the era we grew up in. So he was absolute legend of the game. He's looking good for his age, isn't he? He's not looking old or anything. He's looking. Is he probably retired now? He was at LA Galaxy for a while, wasn't he? Is he
for a few years,
probably done, is he? Theo's on. I don't know what he could possibly say about the Arsenal performance there, other than atrocious. No, so obviously I know you've been here, Bill, with the Frankfurt game. I mean, from experience, obviously, you know it's obviously a tough position to be in. What do you think you can do in a game like that when it goes wrong so early, like you said for West Ham?
Yeah, well, luckily,
luckily
we're only one goal down. Well, that's how it finished. It ended up finishing 1-0 in the end, but we played really well actually. It's just when when you do get those scraps and you do get those chances, you got to take them anyway, no matter what. If you've got 11 men, but especially when you've got 10, it's like you're not going to get too many. And set pieces are vital. Any free kicks, any corners, you've got to make the most of. The delivery's got to be spot on. The delivery from some of the corners, Saka's taken have been absolutely terrible, haven't they? Near post, like you've got to make the most of them. So, so they've got to see, they've got to check that out. Cheers, James. Yeah, Holding, what's he doing? Yeah, shocking, mate. Experienced player now. Should be a lot better. Cheers, mate. Arteta needs to look at the second goal. Why is Ben White? Yeah, well, I mean, another pertinent question is why didn't Ben White start? I think what Arteta said was he didn't have enough training. But I mean, do you need much training to have the adrenaline? Surely the adrenaline would take you through a game like this.
Yep. And you got to thing is you don't need to be 100% fit. You just got to have a brain, a head on your shoulders, enough intelligence and IQ to know what to do.
Well, something that Holding didn't show in that half hour. He lost his head.
It's so disappointing because, like we said, I know we've reiterated the point a couple of times, but he's been doing well recently. He's sort of earned his spot, and he gets a big opportunity. To be honest, it's a little bit like Tavares, like youth kind of showing through in the big games, really quite prominently.
Oh, just scrolling through Twitter, AFTV, just seeing their reaction to the second goal.
Oh my god! Yep, they're not happy.
Don Robbie ain't happy.
No, definitely not.
Look at Ed in his hands.
Oh yeah, just disgusting.
He's not happy with that. Not happy with that one.
Bill, if you're...
Oh my god, look at Jamie O'Hara's face.
Oh my god.
God almighty, he's loving life at the moment. But
so, Bill, if you were Conte, what would you be telling Spurs for the second half?
Be ruthless. Get the third, get the fourth goal. Arsenal are there for the taking. I mean, there are occasions where you see where a team of 10 men at times they defend really deep and make it really hard. But I mean, the space is there for Tottenham. They've just got to be clinical and exploit it.
And I mean, from what you've seen in terms of the deficiencies that Arsenal have shown tonight, if you were Conte and you're trying to get that third goal, are you going to be going for set pieces and things? You think, or are you going to be just?
I'd hit the space, get the ball out wide. I think just increase the tempo. Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to. You've got to stretch the play, especially with a team of 10 men. Get them running left to right, and then get the overlaps. Obviously, got the wing backs that will help. Yeah, and just and obviously make most of the subs. Where you got Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, get the fresh legs on. Yep. In the second half, and Tottenham could potentially run riot in the second half, and we'll see how it goes. But just looking at I mean, the goal difference to Tottenham was pretty good tonight anyway in their favour, but even more so now.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. And if you were Arteta, the same sort of question, what would you be telling him now for his team? So same way if you were Moyes in the Frankfurt game. What would you be telling the team for this second half?
Yeah, well, look, got to keep it as 2-0 as more
minimum.
If it's 10 minutes played in the second half, you're 3-4-0 down. I mean, it's definitely game overs. But I think it's just keep tight, keep a good shape. If Tottenham, if Tottenham do score more goals, they've got to play well. Make them play well. Don't just leave the spaces open. Get into a really good shape. What's it 4-4-1? They'd probably play or whatever. Two banks of four and just be really compact and. You might have to bit shithousery, go, win the fouls, and as I say, when you do get the set pieces and when you do get the chance, you've got to take them. And the delivery, especially from, as I mentioned, corners and free kicks, they've got to be spot on. Yeah, get the big boys up there and and take your chances. So we've seen it before with times down to 10 men have made comebacks before. It's not impossible, but it's going to be very difficult for Arsenal.
And I mean, if Arsenal bring it back to 2-1, I mean, what do you think happens then? Do you think
Tottenham would get nervous? Yeah. As I say, Tottenham have got to win tonight. I mean, Arsenal would. If you offer them 2-2 now, you'd snap your hand off. So
yeah.
If Arsenal get one and there's 20 minutes to go, fucking hell. I mean, Well, I mean, Arsenal. Sorry, the Tottenham fans, their arseholes be going like that, wouldn't they? So, I'd be nervous in the stadium if it's obvious, but Arsenal got to get the next goal, haven't they? They're just,
and early as well.
Yeah, or even just keep a clean sheet up till the 70th minute and get a goal, and then go from there. But it could be tough.
It's one of those.
How would you play? How would you go about it?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, you can't play to not concede more goals, can you? It's just That's. I mean, you know, if you're playing to try and only lose by 2-0, you're still gonna lose 2-0. You're not giving yourself any chance to win, are you? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think. I think the best thing that we can do is what you said there. Is we can just go all out and we can try and get an early goal, come out the boxes, so to speak, and then just try and make it, you know, make them nervous. Because again, we've seen that they have shown fragility as well, haven't they? So,
this Tottenham side have obviously improved under Antonio Conte, but they're not the side how they were under Mauricio Pochettino. Do you know what I mean? Not challenging for the league and stuff. So they are, they've got mistakes in them. And I mean, I said it, you know, during the game, during the first half, Davinson Sanchez, he's actually played well in this first half, but equally, you could have an absolute shitter in the second half. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So well, second half's better get underway. Look at that as it stands.
The thing is, if we'd have won this, there would have been only 1 point between us and Chelsea as well. I know Chelsea had a game in hand, but do you know what I mean? Then it even looks it's gone from unbelievable optimism to just absolute pure unfiltered misery.
Yeah.
Oh man, you couldn't make it up.
No, it's not over until the fat lady sings, and the second half is underway. Yeah, man, I still can't believe holding the challenge. Well, both of them, but the second one, I mean,
Did they make a change, Arsenal? Sorry, I don't think they did they yet?
I don't think anything come up, did it?
No, I don't think it did.
So excuse me. I expect Spurs are going to dominate this the second half certainly with possession anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one now.
Excuse me. Is Davis with the ball? Højbjerg. Yeah, Tottenham just got to
ping it around now.
Ping it around, one touch, two. Oh, it's a good ball by Kane. Challenge comes out. Oh, 3-0.
No, they're not giving it, are they? Are they giving it?
Oh, well, we said about Arsenal got to keep it tight in the second half, and they've conceded within about a minute and a half.
I swear to God, anything that I think in my head and say out loud, it just goes the opposite. Confirmed, Bill. Confirmed.
And it's Son with the third goal. Hey, this is going from talk about bad to worse from an Arsenal point of view. Sorry to rub it in, mate, but fucking it is, isn't it? Lovely ball by Sanchez to Kane. It was good challenging. It comes out the Son. Oh, it's a lovely finish by him.
Just what was happening there though with them defending? Look, Kane turns him, and then Gabriel gets away, but no one else. Just look. How does he even get the shot off like that angle?
Well, Tommy just stops. He doesn't throw himself there. Gabriel wins it, and I think Kane gets a.
What was going
Tommy just stops. He doesn't, and then doesn't get in the way. I mean, it's a lovely finish by Son, but he shouldn't have been in a position to take the shot on. Fuck me, 3-0, and. Oh, yeah, well, everything we just said about keeping it tight and.
That's what I'm going to say, Bill, is I hope we lose 8-0, right? And then I hope that comes the opposite of that comes true now. It's just, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There's no chance of a comeback. It fucking happens.
So what? So they give that?
Martinelli with the foul there. Oh, Arteta is not. Mikel Arteta is not happy on the sidelines.
Mate, if I was Arteta, honestly, I would literally tell the players just walk off. There's no point. What's the point? There's literally no point in being on that pitch. Just be like, right, come on, going home. Right, off. Unbelievable. Look, Bill, they're in again, mate.
Oh, Jesus. Gabriel, keeping it away from Kane. That's a foul by Harry Kane on this occasion.
Oh, someone just threw something, I think. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if someone...
Oh, yeah, there's nothing on the right, yeah.
Oh, what's he calling Ramsdale about? Ramsdale and Ødegaard.
Wonder what that was all about. Obviously, Ødegaard's the captain and Ramsdale. I don't know why they're...
No, I'm not sure what's going on there.
What is it? What penny for Arteta's for? Arteta's for? What do you do? Is it just...
Honestly, you can't do anything now. It's pure...
Is it literally as simple as just keep the score down?
Yeah, literally. I mean, to be honest with you, Bill, if it's bad losing 3-0, you might as well lose 6 and try and fucking win it. Do you know what I mean? Look. It's like,
what a terrible touch. Kulusevski.
Oh, he slipped.
Oh, he slipped. He stayed on his feet. Still got it, though. Oh, the foul's been given against him. Yeah. He held defender's shirt there.
Yeah, they need to... I mean, honestly, it's awful losing 3-0. You might as well go out and get battered and try and win, and at least show something.
Yeah.
Rather than, I mean, there's no honour in trying to defend a 3-0 defeat, is there? You might as well try and get something, get a goal, get one of them sent off, just anything.
Yeah, just do something. Yeah, I think it was Xhaka was defending there. I think he did pretty well. Kulusevski was in there.
And to be honest, Bill, like I said, I'd be interested to see what you reckon as a neutral, but I don't even think this is about the depth or the squad. I think it's the mentality and who wants to win it more. Because
it's hard when you got 10 men though.
Oh, don't get me wrong, but what I mean is the discipline and the things that have gone wrong massively at the start.
Yeah.
Because on paper, both squads. None of us are Man City or Liverpool, or whatever. I don't think if we bought another great player and they did, it would like any teams being outclassed. If you know what I mean.
Is Arsenal? Is Martinelli cuts inside Saka? Oh, what a block!
Oh my god!
What I think might have been Ben Davies there with the block. If it was, fucking fair play. Because that was on target.
Yep.
Saved a potential goal there.
Yeah, just try and do whatever you can.
And Martinelli's been Arsenal's bright spark by far.
Oh, fucking hell. Tomiyasu, good lad. Kept it in there.
Yeah, that was a big chance for Arsenal.
There's Ødegaard. Go on. That was a good no-look pass there by Martin. Corner. Right, well, that's something. Try and get something. It's really weird when there's no commentary, you can't hear. You don't know what the atmosphere, what the crowd are like. Are they behind them? Are they not?
Just seeing the replay of that chance. Martin did really well. Saka that was on target. And it might have gone in actually.
Yeah.
Luis possibly might have had it covered, but you don't know.
There's the Arsenal fans.
Yeah, penny for their faults as well. Kicking towards them in the second half. Right, we're talking about set pieces earlier at half time.
Saka didn't do a good set piece at the start.
Can he do better than this one? That's a better ball. Well, maybe not actually, because Luis fucking gathered it easily. Yeah. So a bit in their post, but not that much better. Interesting to see what happens. I'm going to look at the fixtures.
I think we've got Everton at our last game, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look. See, this Sunday, Spurs have got Burnley at home. And then on the Monday, Arsenal and Newcastle away.
That's going to be a hard game.
That's going to be hard. St James's Park under the lights.
Yeah.
And then on the last day, Arsenal got Everton at home. And Spurs got Norwich away. Oh, my God, Norwich away. What an easy game for the last game of the season.
Yeah, so basically, provided they don't slip up, we can't afford to slip up. Basically,
Arsenal have to.
We've got to win every game.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, assuming this stays the same, at least it is in Arsenal's hands, but my God, it's going to be, as you're saying, squeaky bum time, mate, end of the season. I think that's why this season's been probably been one of my favourites actually, because the title isn't over.
Yeah.
The top 4 ain't over. Even like going down to the Conference League, that hasn't been signed up yet.
Yeah.
And they're obviously one relegation spot, so it's been a really good season. Obviously, the crowd's been back in the stadiums and that as well. That's been fantastic. But
much needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a really good season, I've got to say. Standard's been superb, I think.
It's like one of those sort of anomalous seasons, isn't it? You know, like you say, where everyone's so up for it post-COVID and all the normal sort of things. It's like
I agree, but also I think some of the players, some of the football we've seen has been really good. I've got to say,
who stood out to you this year in like any competition, any league? Is there anything, any team that's really you thought, oh, that's an outstanding team, outstanding performance? Any players? Is anything that's really stood out?
Well, I think obviously in the Premier League you can't look too far from Man City and Liverpool. They're streets ahead of everyone. And in fact, Man City, I know they've got great players, but they've done it without recognised centre forward.
Yes, monstrous.
I think that's just insane.
What do you think about Haaland next year?
Well, that's going to be frightening, mate. That, I mean, if City win it again this season, I mean, God, what's going to be like when he joins? Yeah, so that's and especially the money they've paid as well. It's hard. It's what's it, 50 mil, 60 million? That's nothing in today's football.
No, I think it's.
So it's frightening how much. I say 50 million, 60 million is cheap, but as I say, in today's football, for the quality of player as well, he's freakishly good at
it's because of Dortmund's release clauses. They've always got release clauses that are reasonable. But the other thing was interesting.
Unlike the Spanish ones, like 800 million.
I know, yeah, whatever. It's mad. But what's really interesting is they were talking, I think it was on Sky Sports the other day, there's apparently 25 to 30 million worth of fees for agent fees and performance bonuses and advisor fees. So they reckon the transfer is actually close to like 85, which is still ridiculous. Even in today, that is ridiculous. But I think they were saying like it's going to be interesting to see where football goes now, where the transfer fee isn't that ridiculous, but the agent fees,
and the wages,
and the performances and the wages,
definitely.
But yeah, like, I mean, 50 million for one of the world's best strikers, and who's nowhere near his prime yet, is freakish, isn't it? If you just think
that's scary. Yeah,
he there's something about him, like even his stature. He's big, he's powerful, he's tall, he's, you know what I mean?
I think just certainly physically.
Yeah.
Terrible ball by Martinelli. I think certainly physically he'd be able to cope with this league. I don't think there's any question about that. It's just City play more of obviously a possession-based game. Can he adapt to that? I mean, Dortmund don't. Well, no one really plays at City, do they? So,
no.
But it adds another dimension of City's play. Like obviously they're good on the counter as it is when they do play it, but I mean when you got him on the last line, fucking hell.
And you look at De Bruyne's performances recently. And you think, imagine you've got players like that who can feed you passes.
Bernardo Silva and Grealish, if it would be better next season. It's just City, only got probably one of the best managers who's ever lived the game with Guardiola. It's just this frightening prospect.
You can't, I mean, and the thing, if you've got a player like Haaland and Grealish who are not even in their prime, it's being surrounded by an elite manager who's a serial winner and players that have won every competition that you could win, and
apart from the Champions League,
but domestically and internationally as well. Like, imagine being surrounded by that sort of, those winners.
I totally agree. I love this from James Ollies from ESPN. Spurs could genuinely think about resting players for Burnley soon. Early Sunday afternoon kickoff, after all. Very true as well, actually.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a mad one. I mean, what do you reckon for the end of the season? I mean, is there any sort of surprises? Any teams that you anticipate? Anything that's going to be?
Well, I don't know. I think the way it's going, it looks like it's going to be either Burnley or Leeds for the last relegation. I mean, Everton have really turned their form around recently. Like 2 wins, obviously beating Chelsea and then Leicester, and then drawing against Watford. But Leeds are.
It's not going good, is it?
They've lost 3 in a row.
To be fair, they've had a hard run though. Who did they have? Man City.
Yeah, it's Chelsea and Arsenal.
I mean, that's a hard 3 games for any team.
But we were saying about bad sendings. I mean, Alien's one against Arsenal was fucking it was a joke.
Yeah.
From his point of view, going in 2-footed and.
Oh yeah, he lost his head, didn't he?
Yeah, head's gone, mate. Yeah, he's out for the season now because obviously you get free game ban, didn't you? For
I mean,
for a change like that.
And then if they go down to top it off, imagine that. It's like it's almost like as bad as Steven Gerrard's slip, isn't it? If you imagine that your team goes down, you're one of their most influential players. You've effed it, got yourself banned for 3 games.
Oh, what a save by Ramsdale! God, what a save! If it was Emerson Royal with the header. I think, it was onside. There's been no flag. Great ball out wide. Couldn't see who it was, but it was definitely Emerson Royal with a header. And it's back with Ramsdale now. We'll just see that replay. Surely they'll show it.
Who was that?
There's Harry Kane who dropped deep.
Oh.
Emerson Royal with a header.
Timed his run nice.
Yeah, good save by Ramsdale. Strong wrist there. Yeah, really good save. Yeah, and Emerson Royal did the right thing, trying to hit it back to where the ball comes from as you're towards the youngster.
Well, at least we're trying to make something. Arsenal are trying to create something. At least pressing, like they're pushing up and not sitting deep, which is good. So try and make something.
It's a shame about the send off. I think it's been obviously from Arsenal point of view, it's been good. Been a good game actually, but it's just. This would have been an absolute barnstorm if it was 11 against 11. But as we've said, Arsenal holding only got themselves to blame.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just. I feel like you must have felt a couple of weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? It's like
deflated.
So what do you say? Like, what does it really matter what you say to that now? It's gone so wrong, so horribly wrong, so quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And given our history,
I think Sharky agrees with you, mate. Don't see any way back. Yeah, cheers, Sharky. Yeah. Well, as we saw against Frankfurt, mate. When you're down to 10 men early, it's very hard to come back. Especially, but unlike Arsenal, at least we only lost 1-0.
Oh, who was that who lost it? Is it Erdegaard or Cedric just lost it?
Your best mate Cedric. He's got to get back into position now. His son, he does well actually. But yeah. So what have you? I'm still on. I know they had a bit of bounce back, a new manager bounce, but Burnley is struggling again. But Sean Dyche just sacking. I mean, I still can't believe that.
That's a bit. And to be fair, none of us would have ever seen Bielsa getting sacked this season as well, would we? At the start, I know it's very easy to say at the start of the season, but I never would have expected Leeds to be in a relegation.
No, I think with Leeds, the injuries have really impacted them. You know, how many games has Patrick Bamford played? How many games has Calvin Phillips played?
Yeah, new players.
I think they've had who's the defender? Liam Cooper's hardly played as well. Yeah, and when you've got a defence who can see it shipping goals every game with majority of the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, they scored quite a lot of goals. So Rafinha's had a good season, but like if you're conceding 2-3 goals on average a game, so no matter how many good players you got attacking wise, you're not going to get many points. Shot comes in. Oh, it's good. Well tipped over by Ramsdale. Kane with the effort. Just open up for him, and add the effort. Yeah, look at the space for him. Had too much space. About 30-odd yards out, dipping. Oh, I swerved actually. Was seeing the reverse angle. There's no one in front of him. No pressing on the ball.
Xhaka sort of tries to turn.
Cuts across it.
Oh, I mean, there's a decent strike as well. A lot of power down it.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell took no chances there with that one.
No.
Corner comes in. I say comes in, it's taken short. All the way to Sessegnon on the left-hand side. Well, it's calm, complete opposite of the reverse fixture, mate. Remember it finished 3-1.
Yeah. Well,
as I say, times changed with it. That was under, I'm pretty sure Nuno was in charge for that game.
Yeah, he was, yeah. It's I don't know. I'm so frustrated with it because it's kind of the thing is it's not really.
Oh, what a ball that is! It's Sessegnon. Son, should have been 4.
Oh my god, what a bit of play that was!
Great play. It should have been 4-0. It was just, I think it was just behind Son. He had to stretch with his left foot, but it went over. But great play, great build-up play from Tottenham for this one. Or
it's onside as well. He should have struck that Sessegnon, or was it Sessegnon?
Yeah,
he should have struck that.
Well, it should have, but yeah, even so, I think he'll be gutted about that one.
But the thing is, for me, it's like it's not a accurate representation of where we're at. It's just one of the game's gone to shit because we're down to players, and that's it. And the game's not even.
Martinelli's off. He's played well for Arsenal tonight. Smith Rowe's on his place, number 10.
It's going to be a tough game now.
Yeah. Let's talk about baptism of fire. Come on, son. We've got 25 minutes or so. It's stoppage time.
Yeah. Win us the game. Go on. Save some sort of face.
Yeah. Gets back into it.
Oh, man. Mad. How would you assess West Ham season anyway, Bill?
No, fantastic, mate. Yeah, I think to back up, we finished 6th last season. To back it up, we've got a chance to even get 6th. I mean, United have fallen like a stone. They are, so we've got a chance to get 6th again this season. But even if we finish 7th, it'd be unbelievable. When the run in the Europa League was beyond our wildest dreams. I think we expected to not even win the group, just to finish 2nd and get to the round of 16, but to win the group comfortably. And the knockout stage is something that will live long in the memory, particularly the Sevilla second leg. That was one of the best games in terms of atmosphere I've been to.
Yeah.
When we beat Sevilla.
Monstrous,
kings of the Europa League, and even when it was the UEFA Cup as well. Beating Lyon. I mean, I wish it was one of those games. I wish I was there for the second leg over in France, but watching it in a sports bar in London with a couple of mates was pretty good as well. And then and even the Frankfurt the home game when we lost, but very rarely see West Ham in any semi-final, let alone the European semi-finals. That was something that will live longer in memory. But
in your lifetime, and you got to go to the games as well. It's quite special, I bet.
And I've been to a couple of European games with West Ham, but we played Palermo and it's not their name, but it's their nickname is Astragugu. But that's Dom.
That's one of my favourite games ever.
What's it? His name's Dom from West Ham fan TV.
Oh yeah.
That's the actual names are Astragugu or something like that. But he said, what was it? After we lost in 2016, our first season, we lost in the playoff or whatever it was. Before the group stage, we lost to fucking Astragugu. So that's not there now, but everyone.
That's what everyone knows.
Exactly. So much so, I don't even know what they're actually called. So we didn't. So I've seen a couple of those games, and back in the day when we had, back in the day it was 06 when we had Teres and Mascherano. We lost to a really good Palermo side. Palermo, I don't know what division they're in now, but like
Sierra D.
But they were fantastic. They were like the worst team we could have drawn in that playoff, and we lost. But it's been brilliant to see us not only in the group stage, but fucking getting the knockout round. So unbelievable. Yeah, it's been superb, mate. And it's good to see us actually back out as well, because last season we didn't go to any of the games. It was COVID, obviously. But this season, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Yeah, pleasure to
watch, mate. Yeah.
What do you think it's done for the West? First question, what's different for the West Ham fans this season? For you, do you know what I mean? What? I don't know, because it seemed like you garnered a lot of belief last year.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm sort of curious to what you think it is because it's a special run what you've achieved.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Is it? It seems like something to do with something's shifted in the fans and something's shifted in the atmosphere of the stadium. It feels like it's gone from no one wants to be there and everyone's talking about how they don't like it. So all of a sudden it's this fortress and you're playing out your skin every time. And every time someone goes there.
Yeah, well, I think. I think. Before I answer that, this rhetoric of we'd struggle with the fans back in this season. Well, that's a load of nonsense, a load of bollocks.
Yeah, clearly,
that's like talk sport kind of analysis. That's lazy, just absolute lazy.
Yeah,
Jamie O'Hara would be proud of saying something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we did actually as well.
End quote.
But yeah, so that's a load of shit. But I think obviously last season gave the players a lot of belief, and I still think we've got to pretty thin squad, but some of the players we brought in, like getting Kurt Zuma.
Great.
Do you know what I mean? Like for the money we pay for him as well, like a proper established international, like real class player as well. From the first time we saw him, it was like, fucking hell, this guy.
He's a big unit, isn't he? He's a big defender as well. He's like the right stature. Yeah, and he's pretty quick for a big dude as well, isn't he?
He's got all the attributes, and it's one of them. Like if he won't go play for Chelsea, he's got to play regularly
for someone.
And thankfully he's playing for us. And and I thought I think all the credit's got to go to David Moyes and the staff. I mean, the job they've done is unreal. 2 years ago, we were celebrating beating Watford in a relegation 6-pointer.
Now you're disappointed that you went out in the European semi-final.
To Eintracht Frankfurt 2 years later. So it's just the turnaround's been incredible. And but like we've got a team that run into the end of every match. They playing for the badge and play good football. And the first few seasons we had underperforming players. We were losing a lot of games, and it's not going to be a great atmosphere when that's the case. And look, the board is still not really popular, GSB and all that, but even more so a few years ago, and that just fed onto the players. But it's been a real turnaround, last couple of seasons. Also, hopefully it continues.
What do you think for next year? Like, what's the general mood like now for all the actual fans? When you all get together, you go to the games, you chat.
Yeah,
there must be some part of like a belief around where the club can go now, surely.
Yeah, but I think
what you've been doing, I would imagine that the mood's like, well, actually, no, we're not a top 15, top 10. We're now. Yeah, you're working your way up.
To be able to back it up 2 in a row. Oh, chance! Oh, good block. Comes out Kulusevski. No, it's good. Good block again.
Oh, Eddie just done a beauty. Oh, Eddie's. Oh,
okay, he's got it. He's taking on Sanchez.
Oh. He just flicks it on and round the length of the pitch.
Where's his support, though?
Mate, they're all dead legs.
God, yeah.
Oh, fair play to Eddie. That's some brilliant hold. Look, he just got absolutely clarted then. Look.
That's a certain foul by Kulusevski there.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. We just sort of the flow of the game changed then. I was like, oh, actually.
Well, no, nothing was really happening.
Yeah.
But no, I think... we're really optimistic. But it's just like this summer's crucial for us. We've got some players out of contract, and we've done amazingly because Mikel Antonio is our only centre forward. Senior striker.
Yeah. And, does he have a habit of injury as well?
Yeah. He's hardly had any this season, but there's been times where he's just absolutely shot to pieces after 45 minutes. But there's no one else really. So there's plenty of positions we need to fill, especially in the middle of the park, because Mark Noble it'll be his last home game on.
Is he retiring or is he moving on or not sure?
We know for certain he's not playing for West Ham again. After this season, so he's only got 2 games left. Then I don't know if he's retiring or he might play elsewhere. So
is it like one of those things with Chelsea when they hit an age and they're not offering new contracts and stuff? Is he like 35 or something? Is he?
Oh, Well, Mark Noble's race is running in the Premier League. I think he struggled to get a game for Norwich, probably. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if he was to play, he'd probably drop down the Championship or even League One or something. If he's going to start games. But a couple of subs for Tottenham. Son and Kulusevski are coming off, and not too bad replacements. Bergwijn and Lucas Moura take their place. I think it's just, especially in the middle of the park, obviously Noble will be leaving the club, and Max Krauss hasn't done that brilliantly on loan. So there's 2 centre midfielders we probably need to cover straight away. Whether we buy one and maybe bring up one of the youngsters, Connor Coventry. He's done pretty well for MK Dons, I think, on loan this season. So he might be one. But we've got plenty of left back, obviously not just Aaron Cresswell, but we need someone else that would take his place or be a suitable backup at least. Lacazette's on. Who's coming?
Ødegaard, I think, is off.
Yeah, Lacazette's on for.
I don't know. Actually, no, I don't know. And Eddie came off, but I didn't see Ødegaard go off. But Lacazette's got the band, so I don't know if he's just transferred captaincy or Ødegaard's still on. Yeah, maybe they just gave the band to.
Yeah, maybe Senketi off then.
Yeah, Eddie did come off, but I don't know because he swapped. I saw a thing he put the band on. I didn't know what. Eddie came off. He said the top one. Eddie came off.
I'll just update that one.
What is Son's sulking?
But yes, I think we've got. Yeah, in terms of West Ham, it's a big window for us because if we don't, obviously, plenty of clubs are going to. Man United, expect to buy a few players. Newcastle, you could expect them to buy a few players this summer. So we've just got to get players in just to keep up, stay where we are. Otherwise, we could end up going backwards. And
thing is, though, you can attract players now. You've got regular European competition.
Yeah, of course.
The stadium is probably it's a top level stadium, right? Like it's fit for a European.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure there's things you want to do to it.
Yeah. I think it's just getting better over there. I mean, it's frustrating that it weren't like that when we moved there. I think that's more the frustration, really. But I think it was great with them. I say that Sevilla game, the second leg, that was one of the best atmospheres I've ever experienced at any game. Like Alta Park, London Stadium, Wembley, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So that was amazing. So yeah, if it's we've got to be, if we're going to be competitive again and even just compete where we are at the moment, I think we've got to definitely have a good window in the summer.
Yeah.
Or otherwise, I mean, we can end up being 12th, 13th next season without even thinking about it. If we don't get the right amount of additions. So yeah, it's very important.
And there's lots of other teams and stuff that are going to strengthen, aren't they, as well? Yeah,
we imagine Aston Villa are going to get some signings in. Obviously, Steven Gerrard's first pre-season, and you expect Leicester to get a few signings in. You expect them to improve, and surely Everton won't struggle like they have this season.
Yeah.
This will be Frank Lampard's first pre-season.
It'd be interesting to see how he gets on, won't it? Frank in a full season, and same with Stevie G as well. So they got in a full competitive season as well. Gabriel's injured, by the way. He's pulled it's like by the glutes. He's done something in the back of his leg. I don't know what. I skipped anatomy 101. I don't know what muscle that is.
Where, sorry?
Like the top of his bottom of his arse, like the top of your leg.
Yeah. Oh, his hamstring.
Yeah. Which is not good, especially for the rest of the thing. And because we've got Holding will be out for 3 games, Gabriel might now be injured. We've only now got Ben White.
Is it Tavares that just come on?
They probably have to play Xhaka as a centre back.
Yeah.
That's mad. But yeah, no, I know what you mean to say. It's really good because I think West Ham are one of those clubs that it's good to see you getting all the right European nights and stuff. So.
Yeah. No, it's been brilliant. No, it's been brilliant, but it's just hopefully we can keep it up next season. I mean, what do you make of Everton, mate? I mean, what struggle they've had and Benitez and obviously Lampard. It's turned it around recently, but even he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's a big job, and especially when you're going against other big teams. It's I really feel for Everton because I know when we went up to Liverpool, we had a great time, and the city's great, and the clubs, and it's a special place. It's football.
Yeah, football. It's
in the people, isn't it? It's a different thing. So they go from getting Carlo Ancelotti as their manager and signing James Rodriguez, and beat Liverpool for the first time in however many years, to losing him to Real Madrid. Fair enough, can't really argue about that.
It's worked out for him this season, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. But so doing that, and then on top of that, bringing in Benitez, who's obviously hated by the people because of his association. It was a big gamble. Backfired massively.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of one of those ones where it's hard to recover from such a terrible, like where the fan base is fractured.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit like you said, wasn't it? Where the fans were displeased with West Ham, with the owners and the thing, and even Arsenal, as we can see, in recent years, has been very much like that.
Yeah, fragmented.
And what it does
toxic,
does to a squad, to a team and a club. So I mean, Everton are part of the fabric of the Premier League, aren't they? They're a Premier League staple, but then again,
they've been there for presence.
Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully it goes well for them.
That's the problem with when you spend all the money with no strategy. Oh, good ball in. I think it was Saka as well, cleared by Højbjerg. Ball comes in again.
Oh, it's too straight. Cedric, that was too straight.
Cedric, Luis with a good catch. But yeah, I think the stat with I I think the money spent at Everton and Liverpool is very similar.
Oh, is it really?
Over the past few years, ever since I think Mashiri took over at Everton, like the money Everton have spent is crazy, and it's so much so that Benitez, he had to get in Townsend and Damari Gray, and they cost like $2 million for the both of them because they've spunked all their money.
Yeah.
FFP, they can't just spend it willy-nilly, so. Like they had been, and it's backfired on them.
I mean, the only shining light really for them is Richarlison, who's an outstanding player.
Yeah. He's been there a few seasons now. I mean, how many of their recent signings have been any good? I mean, I still can't believe they signed Iwobi for $40 million.
No,
I still can't believe that.
Right, that's when we were like laughing our arse off. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, we'll do a deal for that. But that was part of the sort of young English players core to make the squad numbers and all that being stupidly overinflated, wasn't it, for average players? Like where you get like homegrown players under a certain age, trained, blah 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 blah, and because they're English, like you pay the English tax on them. Like he's probably worth 15 million, really.
Yeah, he's definitely half 40.
At least half of what they paid, and that's coming from an Arsenal fan. He's always average, but that's it. Nothing.
Yeah,
Tavares.
Ball comes in.
Oh, fucking hell.
If it was Odegaard with the effort, it was well held by Lloris, actually. Yeah, it was Odegaard, yeah. But I mean, I think, Evan, that's the thing. You can have all the money, but if you spend it on bad players, on players that don't fit the system, and they're another one that keeps sacking their managers and stuff, and they don't have the same philosophy. It's Big Sam. Allardyce is totally different to Ronald Koeman, who's different to Ancelotti, who's different to Lampard. It's just and Marco Silva as well.
Oh, that backfire.
Do you know what I mean? So I mean, it's just a whole mismatch.
Is that a bit like one of those ones where they don't know what they get the money, they get the noise, but they don't really. They're maybe not footballing people.
Yeah,
they just don't know what to do. Like exactly. It's all over the show.
And if you think with someone like, I think was it Marcel Brands was there, but did he have much control? I think by the look of it, he was a director of football. I think he had much control by the sound of things, and you can have all the people there. If the owner doesn't listen to the people who's put in charge, and you're done for.
Yeah.
Ball comes in.
That's a handball, isn't it? That's a handball, surely.
Well, there's still play on. Sessignon, I think it is. Oh, he's done really well. God, that'll happen quickly. He's had a good game session, and then you've got the score sheet there. What happened there?
Just a little bit all over the show, Bill. Look, I don't really know.
Ball coming from Emerson Royal.
That looked like a handball to me, was it? Oh, because the hand went out to the other guy's head. I don't know. It
was Moore and Cedric. I think were together.
It looks like his arm out there.
I think that would have been looked at if it did go in, but there wasn't. Ben Davies is coming off for Tottenham, and Joe Rodon's getting a run out. Welshman replacing a Welshman. But I think I was saying about Everton. They just sums up the mismanagement of. And I think Newcastle in January have spent better already than what Everton have done for years. I'd say the players they've got in.
Bruno Guimaraes, isn't it?
Yeah, and Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, brilliant decisions.
And even like sort of the real pragmatic ones, getting Dan Burn for a cheap fee and Matt Target, the left back on loan.
Oh yeah.
I think really astute actually. So
they've sort of brought themselves out of any relegation conversations to a respectable.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they spent their money wisely.
They've done really well. Hats off to them. But that seems like a club and a consortium that knows what they want to do with the club.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's only their first one, but clearly they haven't just gone and overpaid. I think paying, was it like 40 million odd for Bruno? Is it?
Yeah, about 40 million. Yeah, I think he's. Well, I mean, he looks a good player. I mean, I think getting Trippier early on was a real coup because he won the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, he won
the double, did they?
Not Champions League. He won La Liga last season for Atletico Madrid. So, and England international. So.
I like Trippier. I think he's really good.
Yeah, I agree. But to get him early on, I think like what players were they going to get? But to get someone of that and Bruno Guimaraes as well, I mean, them two are just to get those quality players through the door in your first window as well. I think that's fair play to them.
Yeah.
Obviously, the wages probably helps, but still though.
But you've got to convince these people that it's a project worth buying into. Because if you're someone like Bruno, and that clearly he would have had options for other good big European clubs. So.
That's only going to help.
I know the money helps, but I don't believe it's always all about just because they've still got to play and do their job. Yeah, they've got to get paid, and they get paid well, and they're these great lifestyles, and they only play football a couple of hours a day, and the rest is their own. So I get it, but I've never accepted that it's just that's $500 a week. Cool. They're not paid just to sit there and do nothing, are they? They've still got to.
But I think until you're in that situation, you don't know.
No, exactly. It's hard, isn't
it? I think you still got to get the right players in.
Sure, yeah.
Can't just throw money at people. We've seen it at so many. Look, remember Queen's Park Rangers?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
They were throwing money around. Oh my god, like the players they had on paper, you think this is a decent outfit. When they had Park and Swinger, when he was at Chelsea, and he fucking got relegated.
Yeah.
Who else is in goal?
Oh my god, yeah.
So they were threatened to have a Djibril Cissé up front. Do you know what I mean? So like, who's the other striker there? Loic Remy, remember?
Oh yeah.
So there's some unbelievable players on paper, but I mean,
just never works out.
No, so you can't just.
I forgot about that.
You can't just throw money at. You've got to buy the right players. It's not about the money. I mean, some of our West Ham point of view, some of our best players recently have hardly cost anything. We've got Soufal. Bought for £5 million.
Where did Jared Bowen come from?
He come from Hull. Even him. I mean, he's
so what? How do you get these players that are staples of your team, and they've come from clubs that they're not big names?
Well, I think that's why they're getting the right character. I mean, Roy Keane talks about it a lot. It's so true. Getting the right characters you want to learn and improve. At the right age as well, and also having a really good coaching setup as well.
Yeah.
We've got David Moyes, we've got Kevin Nolan, who's been a manager, obviously played for West Ham. Stuart Pearce, the same. Paul Nevin, he's I don't think he was a footballer, but he's very highly respected. He's part of the England setup now.
Oh, really?
In terms of our coaching setup, it's probably the best coaching, as well as the manager, the best coaching setup we've had for generations, I'd say.
It's mad.
So yeah, they deserve a lot of credit, and I think the goalie coaches are pretty decent by the look of it as well. So yeah,
in some ways, like West Ham has always been the kind of like a club of the people, if you know what I mean, the everyman, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah,
and having those types of characters just fits what the club's all about for the fans and the people, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I think
I don't mean that as any sort of disrespectful or negative. I mean, it just feels like a club of the people, and I can't explain.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, obviously it's East London team, and the majority of us are from East London or out here in Essex. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a proper working class club, isn't it? We're don't suffer any fools gladly, and we just want our. That's why we've been successful. I think we've been successful, and that's why we've been beyond the players. We've got a squad of players that run to the end of every match and give everything. And
I thought they were outstanding in the Arsenal game, the West Ham Arsenal game. I thought West Ham played really well. I know you didn't win, but I thought the character they just kept going, and the fans were behind them and stuff. I know.
And that's what you. And that's what. Even if we finished bottom and we played like how we have been, we'll
support you all the way.
Yeah, because that's what there has been. It's been tough at New Stadium, in particular at times, first few seasons, because we had obviously that I was there for that game, the Burnley game, with the players running. The fans running on the pitch.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but it all come to a head at that game. But those days are over, which is great.
European staples, Bill.
I know, mate. Yeah.
Is there any rumours of you going to try and get in yet, or not? Is it way too early for all that?
For what?
For like players for next season for West Ham.
Yeah, well, I mean, this obviously transfer windows is what's going to it's pretty much open. Obviously,
that's what I mean. It's coming up.
Yeah, so we think like West Ham, load of play. We've been linked with a load of players, but every Tom, Dick, and Harry's been linked with every club, haven't they? So it's just that type. Especially clubs can it'll be soon enough for English players can join other clubs in England soon as well. So yeah. Oh, it's a foul. Yeah, Odegaard, he's getting a yellow. From an Arsenal point of view, mate, is it just one of these you just forget as quickly as possible, move on to the next game? I suppose you got one, yeah.
You got it. What more can you do? I mean, trying to take some positives, because there's no point in me just sitting here being miserable, whinging consistently. But the second half, I think we've given a good account of ourselves. We've had opportunities. I know they've taken players off. There's always a flipping caveat. There's always a what if to whatever you say, right? But factual, based on what's happened. I mean, at least we've done ourselves some sort of pride. And I know the scoreline is not what you want, but at least there's something that we've tried to go and have a go and try and make something and try and score. But
it could have been, to be honest. Exactly, mate. With Son scoring that early goal, a minute and a half into the second half, you thought, this could be 4, this could be 5.
Yeah,
even worse. So I mean, you don't want to lose, but I think you take it 3-0.
Yeah, it's so hard because it's just who it is. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was, I wouldn't give
in their backyard as well.
And the fact that we didn't perform and show ourselves up, like you said there about West Ham, if you finished bottom and got relegated, playing the way you've played, no one could dispute the character and the resolve and it that the players gave everything. This is just bollocks. Because what can you take from it? You can't take anything that you're playing against high-level clubs at high-level football with great players on both teams.
Yeah,
you're down to 10 men. The game's just dead. Then really, it's just it's so annoying that it's not an opportunity. It's not competitive now.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't competitive now. It was just, and the fact that it happened so early.
Yeah,
so it's such a horrible, bitter feeling. Not. If it was Burnley, Brighton, Crystal Palace, I don't care who it was. If it was flipping any other team in the league, if it was Liverpool, Man City, you couldn't whinge because they're miles above us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was Chelsea, again, it's still. But it's because it's these, and it's just the performance and the attitude and everything about it just went so wrong that it's just.
I mean, obviously, look, Arsenal still got it will be a 1 point advantage, but
we're not going to finish fourth. We won't. It's not. We're not.
Do you think it's going to happen?
No, not at all. No, not in the slightest. Honestly, I cannot foresee a scenario where we don't bottle it now.
Oh, Xhaka's been booked. Where's Xhaka Bingo? He's got yellow
card. Yeah, that's what we said about Xhaka, didn't it? It took him to 91 minutes to get booked.
I'm surprised he's lasted that long. To be honest with you.
But for me now, I think our season's done. I genuinely believe after this, and Gabriel has gone off injured, potentially a hamstring injury. Obviously, we haven't got the commentary on for anyone watching this, so we don't know. We can't hear what they're saying other more parts of their body they're holding and getting. And we've held him out for 3 games, means we've only got now one recognised central defender in Ben White. And we've got a couple of tough games, and Spurs have got a couple of easy games.
You're right, but you get some strange results at the end of the season.
Yeah, and it will be us who fuck it up. That's what I mean. We're supposed to beat these. But we were meant to beat Brighton and Crystal Palace and lose. Yeah. Then we go off and we beat Man United, Chelsea, and God knows who else, whatever the other game was.
Yeah, Chelsea away as well.
Exactly. Big result. And West Ham.
Be
away, big game. So I come into this game and we're going, okay, well, we've gone away to difficult teams, got a result. Yeah. And then Spurs haven't been great. Yeah. And you think, oh, well, that was wrong, wasn't it? So, and now we're sitting here going, well, we've got a couple of games. No, but that's it. It's done. It's another year in the Europa, and that's what makes it worse. If we'd have been terrible like we have been for most of the season, finished 7 or 8, I'd rather have taken that again because it's like at least you don't have to do another flipping competition that we're not going to win. But I don't know, man. It's I really don't have confidence that we'll win the last couple of games. I think there'll be a draw. So I just think we'll bottle it. I really do. I think they'll bottle it.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, would it?
And if we won this, I think we would have been. But all we had to do was win this game.
Yeah, I think even the draw would.
Yep. This was our Champions League final, and it just went to shit like the Champions League final.
Yeah.
The parallels, I don't know. It's gutting, man. It's really gutting. That's the annoying thing.
That's the thing. Well, I mean, obviously Arsenal, they'll be able to responded fairly quickly. I think there's. I think they're playing. I think they're playing. There we are, full time. Was as you expect, a bit of a procession for Tottenham in that second half. So finished Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. I mean, mate, I think we've summed up as much as we can. But I mean, you got to be gutted with that, eh?
Gutted, Bill. Disappointed. Gutted. Just it's a horrible feeling. It really is. It's that horrible, just utter disappointment. Just the manner and the way it capitulated. Just I don't know. You know when you just like lost for what you're just like you sit there and you're just exasperated. You're like, it's so annoying, so frustrating. It's just if we'd got battered 3 or 4-0 and we'd played a full team and we got outclassed, it's shit. But you can stomach that and you can can turn around and you can't look someone else in the eye and say you were better than that team that battered you. You can go, fair enough, they were the better team, they played better, they outclassed. Today we just didn't even get a chance to show or play. Yeah, no, it's
there. We said it, mate. It's Arsenal's own fault. Rob Holding with 2 silly years, particularly the second one. I still can't believe how live didn't look all that serious, but on the replay when it zooms in, I mean he'll be devastated, and he fucking should be, mate, for that terrible challenge.
Do you know what the worst thing is now? Like Tottenham win the majority of these games these days in the last 5 years. Yeah, I wonder if we look at the stats at how many North London the last 5 years worth of North. Every time we go into this game, I think we're going to lose. Genuinely now, it's like changed that much because it's just something about Spurs that they've become like a bogey team.
Well, I think both teams are winning there. Whoever's at home, I think, is the winner. I think.
Yeah.
Arsenal on a reverse fixture. I think. Yeah, there's not much between the sides, but just obviously they send it up. I think even before sending off, Tottenham was starting to get ahead of steam, and just felt there were chances coming, and obviously the sending off come, and then they ran away with it, and obviously got the early goal in the second half. Son, he was waiting for a goal, and then Harry Kane obviously scored 2 in the first half, and a penalty before the red card, but. Yeah, well, there we are. There's Arsenal. There's the table. Arsenal 4th on 66 points. Then Tottenham, again, 36 games. And then just the 1 point behind the 65 points.
We would have been if we won, we would have been 1 point behind Chelsea in third.
Yeah.
With 2 games to go. Now we're 1 point up against Spurs with worse goal difference and more difficult games.
Yes, well, I mean...
when everyone used to say, that's a Spursy thing, we're now becoming Spursy.
Times have changed. So, next up for both sides... early kickoff for Sunday for Tottenham. They got Burnley at home.
That's an easy win, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you'd like to think so, but again, the Spurs, you don't know about them, do you? And then Monday, Arsenal got Newcastle away. That'll be a tough one. And then on the last day,
West Ham got Man City on Sunday, Bill.
Yeah.
I guess you're there.
I'll be there, mate. Yeah. I say Mark Noble's last home game.
Special game, you'll be there for them.
I'm not crying, you are. And then on the last day, Arsenal got Everton at home, and then Spurs got Norwich away. So,
and Norwich are already relegated, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's nothing to play for.
Not even pride, mate.
Jesus Christ.
All right, well, let's wrap it up there. So, thanks for joining, Luke.
Thanks for having us, Bill. It didn't quite end the way I'd hoped and prayed.
We did 2 goals, but unfortunately for you, all of them for Tottenham. So, all right, thanks for joining, mate. Thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to Gash Football if you're new, and we'll see you soon. All the best. Take care.